Hello friends, welcome back to the course. Now we have already learned a lot in Scratch and we would like to know how we can apply the knowledge we have gained in Scratch to the other domains. Coding does not mean that only making games or only making animations. It can be utilized for many applications. So we will go through few applications in this section. The very first thing that we will try to learn is how we can utilize this knowledge in electronics domain. So to do so, let's search Microsoft Make Code on Google. And then let's go on to the very first link. So once we open this link, you will see that there are lots of applications, but we will go to the last application, that is Chibichip. So we'll start with Chibichip. If you click on this link, the new page will open. So here in this page you can see there is one button named New Project. We have to just click on this and a new project will open. So this is the window of Chibichip. Just like Scratch, here also we have on the left side a sprite, but in this case the sprite is Chibichip. At the center we have all the instructions which you can use to program this Chibichip, and on the right side we have the programming area. So here are two instructions. These two instructions are on start and forever. So they are by default kept here and we have to do all the programming inside these loops. You can see there are two options here at the top. The first one is blocks. So we are in the block mode, and if you click over here on the JavaScript mode, we move on to the JavaScript mode. So we are right now doing programming in blocks mode. So let's be in the same mode. Okay, now let's see what is there below the Chibichip. There are few icons you can see below the Chibichip, and one of them is Stop the Simulator. So this is a Chibichip simulator, and once you click on this button, you will see that the Chibichip turns gray. It means the simulator has stopped. So whenever you program, after that you have to run the simulator, or you can keep it running. So let's keep it running. Now let's go to the instructions and select a very simple instruction of putting on the light. So we will go to the lights menu, and here we will select the very first instruction. We'll click it, we'll drag and drop it inside on start. So you can see the simulator ran and this pin went on. Why it went on? Because of this program we have written here. What we have written is set D0 on. So D0 is this pin. D refers to digital and 0 refers to the pin 0. So here we can see we have 6 pins, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right now we have put on the D0 pin. So what we will do to turn it off, we'll just click over here and make it off. You see the chip has turned the pin off. So this is a very simple exercise, and this is a very simple program we have done, and we have controlled the light connected to 0 number pin through this programming. Now let's do something more. Let's keep it on. Let's try to put it on and then put it off in the same program. So what we need to do is, to put it on and off, we need to put another instruction, and we have to drag it here, drop it here, and we have to put this off. So I think we could not see it. Let's run it again. So we could not see the effects. So what is happening is, it is so fast that the on and off programming is going on, and it is happening in a flash, and so that's why we are not able to see it. So what we'll do is, we'll just put a wait or a pause. So let's put a pause of say 2 seconds and let's see what it does. So it went on and then it went off. Let's start the simulator again. So it went on for 2 seconds and then it went off. So this is a very simple programming we have done. Now what else we can try is, if we want to keep it going on and off forever, so we can shift this whole instruction set here forever, and let's see what happens. You can see that it is going on and then it is going off for a very small time. That's why we are not able to see it properly. So let's do another thing. Let's put another wait after it goes off so that we can see it well. Let's put a wait of say 1 second. Okay, now let's see what happens. Now it goes on for 2 seconds and then it goes off for 1 second. So what we have done till now is we have done a very simple programming of this electronics chip. Now you can see the power of what you have learned till now. You are able to control an electronics chip with such an ease because you have already learned this kind of programming. So this was the very first thing we could do. Let's move on to something else. Here you can see we were doing D0 on and off or D1 on and off. Now let's go to A0 pin, or instead let's try some other pins. Okay, we had put D0 on. Now let's put some other pin on. Let's put the 1. See, the 1 pin got on, and let's put the pin number 5 on. So by programming you can put any of the pins on. Now let's do something else. Let's move on to A0. Now what is the difference? Earlier when we were putting D0, this pin was going on. Now again when we put A0, this is again going on. But here you can see the difference is it is showing 100% here. This means, this 100% means that the light is on and it is working at its 100% capacity. So it is giving 100% light. Now if we change this value to say 90%, it went down, but the change is not very easily visible. So what we'll do is we'll make it 40%. So you can see at 40% it is glowing at a very low capacity and it can be seen very easily. So this is known as analog function. The earlier function that we were using was digital function. There were only two options. Either you can put something on or you can put something off. But here we can change the level. So this is known as analog control, where you have the option of changing the intensity or capacity of any output device to the required capacity you want. So this was a very basic example of what can be done with this chip. So let's move on to the next exercises.